Hey everyone, Tanner Bell here and welcome back to the Maker's Gonna Learn YouTube channel. Welcome to Q&A Tuesday, where we take one of your burning questions and answer it for you guys. Today we're answering the question, does vinyl go bad? This is one that is definitely an open discussion and we cannot wait to break down what we found to determine letting your vinyl last longer, what can hinder your vinyl from lasting the longest, and what to look out for as your vinyl is aging. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Before we jump into it, I want to remind you guys, if you have not went ahead and joined Maker's Gonna Learn, it is the #1 place to get your education, your motivation, and inspiration to master your die cutting machine. We have amazing training to teach you everything you need to know about using your machine, and we give you access to thousands of cut files and hundreds of fonts. We cannot wait to see you in our member-only community, so check it out, first link down below. But back to our question, all about does vinyl go bad? First things first is let's start talking about the type of vinyl you're using. You definitely want to have a quality vinyl. You hear it talked about all the time at Maker's Gonna Learn about what is quality vinyl, what brands do we want to use, and so much more. The best thing to stay away from is brands you have not heard of. This could be generic brands they're selling at the craft store. This could be brands on Amazon. This could be a really low-end vinyl on a large vinyl retailer. So I would highly recommend staying away from those, as one of the biggest things we've seen about vinyl going bad is generic vinyl. Those are cheaply manufactured, not quality, and is going to end up showing its true colors a lot sooner than a quality vinyl. First things up, no matter what, is your vinyl is going to age depending on the weather and the climate of your area. There are some areas in the US that you could have vinyl last for years, and other areas where you're going to quickly see it kind of get stiffer and really truly age. One of our best tips to kind of counteract this is make sure to only buy vinyl that you're going to use in the next 6 to 8 months. I feel like the 6 to 8 month range is really solid to where it's not going all the way to the 1 and 2 year mark, which I think vinyl usually can last up to. But just to make sure you're prepping and planning for the next 6 to 8 months when you're taking advantage of a vinyl sale, or if you're stocking up for your personal projects, or you're running your own business. I would highly recommend just worrying about the next 6 to 8 months, and anything past that, you would be getting into a more gray area if the vinyl, is in a really humid area or a really dry area. Both of those could cause issues. You really want to make sure that you're keeping it in a nice area. Like I said, if you're putting it in a basement where it's really moist and you don't have a dehumidifier, that's a really, big indicator that it could go bad quicker. It could, take out any of the adhesive. It could really just mess up that vinyl's lifespan. Another thing to think about for our friends out there that have she sheds or anywhere that is not constantly centrally cooled or centrally heated, is that if you're going into a space, turning on the heat or turning on the AC, and then you may be gone over a weekend or a few days a week out of that space and you just have it off, at night it can get cold, and again, that can hinder your vinyl. That's a personal testimony, as for a while back in 2017, we worked out of a garage that had heat and air, but if we weren't going to be there over a weekend, we would obviously turn it off. And believe it or not, my friends, we quickly was able to see those effects happen to our vinyl and cause quite a few issues. So if that's happening to you, just make sure to, store the vinyl elsewhere. Again, not in a basement, and you just want to make sure it's nice centrally cooled and heated. Let's go ahead and talk about some signs to look out for if you're wondering, has my vinyl, went bad? Is it expired? Things like that. Now, the first thing you want to look out for is the vinyl stiff. If you're having any, reasons to think that the vinyl is stiff, that's a really big indicator that the vinyl is not as good as it would be using fresh vinyl or anything like that. I think you could just take, a newer roll and compare it to that and quickly determine, has my vinyl truly went bad or not? Some other signs to look out for is tearing. If your vinyl, after you have cut it and you're trying to weed it and it's tearing in random spaces, you can really tell that that vinyl has went bad. And in addition to that, you could be having issues with the vinyl adhesive applying to anything, or you're having just flat out issues with the cutting process. What I've found when vinyl goes bad, it actually kind of, stiffens up. So it's not as easy to cut. It's not as easy and durable to kind of roll with the punches of a project, put it on rounded surfaces. The adhesive, will not be able to stick as well to wood and things like that. So you really want to be careful about keeping your vinyl. And the way we like to look at it is the longest I would recommend keeping vinyl, no matter what area, is the 2-year mark. So yes, vinyl can go bad. I would be very sensitive to see the environment you're storing it in. Make sure it's not too humid, not too damp, and that it's, a central heated and aired area in your home. So I hope you guys got a lot of tips and tricks so that you're not wasting money or you're not hoarding too much vinyl in your craft space, as I know a lot of us want to when we see the amazing sales of Black Friday or just a really great overall sale. So if you guys have any questions about can vinyl go bad, go ahead, leave me a comment down below. We will get back to you. And if you're excited about mastering your die cutting machine with Maker's Gonna Learn, go ahead and check out our membership. We have some amazing guides and our community will help you with any questions that you have. That'll be linked down below. And if you love the video, give it a thumbs up. Check out some other videos in Q&A Tuesday. And I cannot wait to see you back here for another video real soon. Bye now.